My name's Mike Hamill. I'm the owner of Climbing the Seven Summits. As the name says, we really focus on the mountains of the seven summits. So we're on seven continents all year, every year, kind of chasing the seasons. This is my 16th Everest season, so I spent a lot of time here, several years of my life. Beyond that, I've spent a lot of time just in the Himalayan range in general. 12 expeditions to Choyu, Shishapangma, Manaslu. Obviously, the Himalayas have been a huge part of my life for the past 30 years, as long as I've been guiding. A lot of other peaks as well. We spent a lot of time in Aconcagua, Vinson, Elbrus, you name it, Seven Summits, Ecuador. We do a few other programs. So we're all around the world, but the Himalayas are really very special place for me, and a place that I probably spent the most time other than my house. When I first started guiding on Mount Rainier, I loved pushing myself physically. I loved the beauty of the mountains. I loved getting out of the cities. And that was, it was a bit more selfish back in those days. And I think as my guiding career has evolved, it's become a lot more about the clients. And in starting climbing the seven summits, I think it's a number one, a way for me to pass on the knowledge and experience that I've accumulated over the past 30 years. I love doing oxygen clinics or talking about the summit route to convey the knowledge that I've learned so that the climb is easier for my clients. But also I felt when I was working for other companies in the past that we weren't doing a good enough job. And part of starting climbing the seven summits was just to offer a better product. And I think that's what we've done, but that's been a huge passion of mine. So, conveying what I've learned and just offering a great value and a great product is, been super, a huge passion of mine. Our team is literally descending from the summit right now. We had 24 people stand on top just an hour or two ago. So that feeling, just staying up all night, listening to the chatter on the radio, the excitement for them, but also for me, it's just, you know, I summited enough times to know what that feeling is like, and to know that they're having that same experience is just so powerful for them and for me to be able to share that with them. Summit night, of course, but I think, pulling into camp here, our team at Tag Nepal does such an incredible job. We're, working with Big Tendi, Little Tendi, the whole crew in Kathmandu. We've created this vision that we had 10 years ago, and to be able to, be at this point and say that, it's kind of come to fruition for me is really satisfying, to be able to share this place with the clients and, help them be successful. We've always had a pretty incredible summit success rate, especially for Mount Everest. Like, if you look at our team this year, we had one lady go home for a family issue, one guy go home for a heart issue. Other than that, all our team is up there high on their summit bids, doing really well. They're strong. So I think we attract really good clients, strong clients, people that do their research. I think we've been fine tuning this our infrastructure for such a long period of time. Like I say, I've been coming here for 30 years. Little Tendi, one of my partners, he just summited for the 19th time. He's got a ton of experience. Big Tendi as well. There's just so much accumulated knowledge that we really want to use that to the success of our team. And I think it's the little things, like making people aware that, hey, if it's windy on the summit ridge, you got to put your goggles on or you'll freeze your corneas. It's little things like that that can turn people around, that a lot of times you don't think about. Troubleshooting the oxygen system. One of the things that we harp on a lot is our redundancies, contingencies. We always have a ton of extra oxygen at the self call. We've got extra manpower up there. If a climbing Sherpa gets sick, not a problem at all. We've got 5 guys that are capable to go to the summit and pick up that slack. So we're very much about safety, redundancies, and I think That's pretty unique in the industry. There are certainly, a handful of companies that are really focused on safety, but I think us especially, we take that incredibly seriously. And if there's ever a rescue, uh, we're on it immediately, and our client safety is first and foremost our priority. What's really interesting, 20 years ago when I started guiding Mount Everest, it was a very kind of North American centric um, client pool for the company I was working with at the time. Until this year, we've been majority international. We've There have been years over here where we've represented 25, 26 different countries, every inhabited continent. So we've been incredibly international. And it's really interesting this year. We're often kind of like 60-40 male female, which has been a goal of ours as well, to kind of make the mountains experiences like this more accessible to women. My wife, Caroline, being a co-owner, that's been a huge passion of hers. So, um, I think the fact that this year's team is mostly North American based is actually an anomaly for us, and we're much more male oriented this year, which was surprising to see as well. So we've got a lot of women already signed up for our team next year. So I think it's kind of an odd year for us, but that's kind of the community we've tried to create, a really international community, and I think we've done a good job of doing that.